Rusty Quill presents The Pit Below Paradise. Episode 4, Dying Faith. Ned? What are you doing here on a I mean, please, come in.
Good morning, Dorian. Or is it Dori now?
Oh, I like both. Did you talk to my mom or something?
We spoke yesterday. She was looking for advice on how best to pray.
How best to pray? What do you mean?
You haven't been ringing your bell, Dorian.
Oh, the doll. I thought you, never mind. Yeah, actually, a ton of people have been coming by with gifts like that. There was a rattly little bracelet and a pen.
How kind. They're showing their faith in you. You're changing, Dori. I'd hope you'd prove resilient, like you promised.
Well,
I sent you Maxine and Evelyn, so you would always have family, people you could trust. Why didn't you use them?
I did.
Why didn't you listen to them? I know they've been trying to keep you on the right path. Do you serve your family?
Yes.
Don't think, just answer. Do you have what it takes
Yes.
to do your job?
Yes.
Then get dressed and be outside in 2 minutes.
Mama?
Hi, honey.
What's going on? Am I really in trouble?
What is going on, sweetie? Evelyn says you haven't been praying and you've been mixing with the outsider kids.
Mama, hold on a second. You told me to blend in.
No one told you you could date.
And you knew that, Dorian, but you chose to ignore it.
I'm not hurting anyone.
Not yet.
You're twisting my heart, baby. I'm a mess of a worry these days. One stray thought is all it takes to start someone off their path.
Not me, though. You know me. Faith like a blizzard's got snowflakes, remember?
Until you stop praying.
Now that is not like you, Dorian Charles.
Mama.
And that is why Ned and I have decided you're coming home.
Wait, what?
Why so alarmed?
Because it's so sudden. I can't just disappear. That's the opposite of blending in. My friends will...
A family emergency ought to do the trick. Tell them you've got an uncle who's passing.
Wait, then I'm coming back?
Of course you are. As long as there's no reason for concern. You haven't visited, not once, and that's why you're struggling. So, from now on, Evelyn will come to pick you up on Friday afternoons and drop you back off on Sunday nights.
But that's all my free time.
Are you arguing with me?
No. But, Mama, Ned, you don't understand. I've been starting their discoveries for the church. Ruth especially seems real interested. I haven't struggled with anything. I'm bringing in more people to join us.
If that's true, why didn't you tell me before now?
Evelyn, do not accuse my child of lying. This is good news, isn't it, Ned?
Certainly. Go on, Miss Dori.
Yeah, so, I've been talking to them both. About personal discovery, some of the tenets. It wasn't too long ago that Ruth and I stayed up until, 2, 3 in the morning, talking about her maybe attending a workshop or...
Well, this is perfect. You've got to invite them over.
Really?
Absolutely. Harriet's running a guided meditation this afternoon. It is the perfect chance for newcomers to get involved.
All right. I mean, it's short notice, so I can't make any promises, but if it's really okay, then of course I'll invite them. I'll go find them now. And I meant almost every word. But could you blame me for throwing up a shield? No one in the church had ever done more than give me a stern look before. And now suddenly they were dragging me out of bed to ambush me in a parking lot? I didn't feel any different from the Dorian who had left Paradise Village a few short months ago. Well, except for that one thing. Was I a bad friend to consider using Ruth and Will to calm my family? I hadn't intended on bringing either of them to the church, not how I was implying, but if it kept my family's trust in me firm, wouldn't that be all right?
They woke you up, so you had to wake me up?
You said you wanted to visit.
I mean, I have thought about it more, but this is pretty sudden. Have you talked to Will?
Not yet. He usually spends Saturday mornings in the library.
Are we trash students? Ugh, never mind. My only thing is, if I'm going, I'm not committing.
No, of course not. No one comes in like that. You try it out a little and decide as you go. And no matter what, you're still my friend.
I do want to change. I'm tired of being exhausted and, I don't know, scared all the time. Do you think they can help with that?
Ruth, absolutely. You'll come then?
Sure.
Yay!
But do you want me to drive so your family doesn't have to keep waiting on us?
So you've both already decided to go?
I mean, I can't not meet the people who are paying for my college.
And I can't disobey my mama.
But if your uncle is sick, wouldn't that make this a time for family? Why would they want Ruth and I there?
I asked. We've got the space, and there'll be plenty for you to do all weekend. I just wouldn't be surprised if I've got to step away now and again for, family time.
Well, if you've both decided.
Will, we're not trying to, go off without you, but you don't have to come.
You do seem a bit reluctant.
I don't like going new places. But you're special, Dori, so I'll make an exception.
So I had them. But now, what if my family somehow didn't like them? What if my only reason to stay at school became the reason I wasn't allowed back? What if these two worlds really couldn't mix? What if one broke the other?
Are those market stalls?
Kind of. We don't really use money around here.
Hey, food's more valuable anyway. I'm not gonna lie, I expected there to be, a church.
It's over there.
The tent? What if it rains?
It's a tent. Will, you're quiet.
Yes?
Well, what do you think? Are you excited?
I'm interested in seeing where you came from. It ought to explain a lot. I'm excited.
That's the spirit.
Is that it?
It can't be. That house is huge.
No, that's where Ned lives. We're going all the way to the end of the road. You literally can't end up anywhere else, so you'll know when we get there.
Why does Ned get a big house?
I don't know. Why does the dean get the biggest office? You're missing some valuable basil action out the window.
I'm watching where I'm going. Unless you want to hit a tree.
How tall is this mountain?
Oh, quit complaining. Get ready.
I was just asking.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. My house.
How much land do you have?
I mean, is any land really anybody's? but there's no one else living out here, if that's what you mean.
For how far?
For all of it. The only thing past that forest is a set of cliffs.
Whoa. Should we go diving?
Maybe not. Are we getting out?
Will, hang on. Are you sure you want to be here?
Sorry. I know my temper's not the best. Especially not when things go off routine.
I get it. Well, we'll get you set up with a good book in no time.
Hi. Oh, it's so nice to meet Dori's friends. How was the drive up? Not too bad, I hope.
Oh, no, it was nothing.
You must be Ruth. I'm Paulette, but you can call me whatever makes you feel comfortable. Are you a hugger?
Sure.
Oh, well, Dori's told us so much about you. Hug?
Well, one thing makes more sense already.
Are you kids hungry? Oh, Yuri, darling, why don't you show Ruth where to park?
This way. All set?
Willie, it's not my fault. You said they'd already been out.
Whoa! Whew, good thing you keep collars on them.
I've got their leashes.
What in the world happened to you two? Those dogs could have bowled someone over.
Margaret
wasn't
said to
paying
open the
attention.
kennel.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is
Obviously,
true.
they were going to run out, so I assumed you'd help me get them under control
instead
instead
they
of
were just
throwing the door
excited,
wide
so I
open.
opened it and they went berserk.
Well, obviously, they were...
Both of you, enough. What I hear is that the kennel still needs cleaning, so take the dogs from Ruth and go.
You don't believe me, do you? Whether it's Dorian or Lily, you always take someone else's side.
Margaret, please, we have company.
Forgive her. She's tired today. Sorry for disturbing you all. I'll handle the kennel, Mama.
Excuse that little display. I'll go check on Margaret.
Strong reflexes. You've got lots of energy.
Me? Oh, however much I need to get by.
Are you any good with goats?
I don't know.
I'll show you the pasture later.
Now, let them at least get settled, darling.
Oh yeah, where are we going to sleep?
We can share my room. Come on, I'll show you. So, through there's the kitchen, bathroom's this door, and my bedroom's upstairs.
Ooh, wait! There's a baby photo. Will, give me your glasses. I need to inspect every inch.
Okay, but that means Will and I get first dibs on sleeping arrangements.
Fine. I'm coming.
I didn't realize how much I'd missed that room until I stepped over the threshold. Everything inside it was a symbol of love. The rugs, woven and dragged up 2 flights of stairs. The matching cushions and drapes. The bed, newly made, covers washed fresh for my arrival. All the things on the shelves, and the shelves themselves. I was home.
Oh my god, Dori. You didn't tell us that you were genuinely spoiled. This room is huge.
It used to be the attic. Anyway, this is the bed. Any issues now?
3 of us in one bed?
I mean, it's big. As long as you both shower, I don't see why not.
Great. I get the middle.
Sure. Now, I guess I'm eating a goat or something?
If my dad is letting you in with his goats already, then he definitely trusts you. That's awesome.
Thanks, Dori. Now, you two leave this door open, or else.
Oh, yeah, we will. Oh. So, will this work as your secret hideaway while you're here?
Yes. Are these your books?
Yeah, feel free to take a look. I know there's not many, but you brought your own, right? Will? Will?
Sorry. That's my book.
Huh?
The Nature Poetry Collection. Mary Kelburn Veal, Matthew Arnold. It's the same book. In much better condition.
Well, I doubt I ever even opened it. Take it.
What?
Well, your copy's all beat up. You practically stored in a safe, so... But take mine. I want you to have it. You haven't been this quiet since the day we moved in.
I don't know what to say.
Say whatever's in your head.
Sometimes I think of you when I read this one. The Unattainable, by Ruby Archer. She treads the mystic trail that points to yonder peak. Her raptured eyes to the morning skies, a world of homage speak. The sunshine wanders down, half drowsed in dreams of mist, and wakes the trees with his breath of breeze to a sense of something missed.
Stop.
Sorry, that was...
No, it's not that. I mean, yes, but, I should probably get, we should probably, my mom's probably waiting for us.
Probably.
And we were goat-proofing this little tree, and a bunch of the goats were also so little. Your dad is really fun to work with. He doesn't try to chat, he just cares about getting stuff done. I was holding up some of the fence stuff, and he goes, "Sturdy arms." You're damn right, sturdy arms. I'm so glad we came. Thank you, Dori. Also, do you guys do anything inside?
Well, not prayer.
I thought this was meditation.
Right, which is a step down from prayer. But they do follow a lot of the same principles. I'm glad you had fun, Ruth.
Dori? Back from college?
Zoe! Hey! These are my friends, Ruth and Will. But they've never done this before.
Welcome. We are so lucky to have you. Oh, have you stopped by the supplement table yet?
What's that?
Oh, well, it's,
Go ahead.
It's a part of prayer.
Meditation.
Right. Or prayer. Or any activity where people might want to feel closer to each other. Harriet, over there by the table.
She's going to be leading the meditation.
Right. And so she's prepared a little drink for us all to share beforehand, called a supplement. I love it, personally. I think it's so nice.
What's in it?
I'm not sure. It smells basil-y.
Huh. Basil? Really?
Thanks, Zoe. Would you mind if we sat with you? Maybe you and Ruth could go pick out our seats?
Absolutely. Right this way.
Will, hey, about back at the house.
That's the table?
Ah, Dorian, you made it. This must be one of your friends. I thought your mother mentioned 2 would be joining us. I have handouts prepared.
Hi, Harriet. Yes, they are gonna be...
I don't know if I'm joining. What's in these drinks?
The primary component is basil leaves for their intellectual enhancement.
What are the other components?
Nothing dangerous, if that's what you're worried about.
Harriet, he really needs to know. You can tell him. It's for dietary stuff.
Well, whatever diet he's working with, it's only a small sip. Surely it won't affect
Is there
anything.
any alcohol in this?
Well, yes, it's a relaxant. It helps with the meditation.
Will, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's fine. I just won't take it.
Oh, don't be silly. It's 1 sip.
No.
Well, then I'm afraid he can't participate.
Harriet.
I don't want to participate. I'll wait outside.
Wait, but... No, I don't want to leave you.
You can't go, Dorian. You're on atonement. Paulette sent a personal prayer for you to follow during today's session.
I'll do it later then. Look, we'll go get Ruth and we'll all go somewhere together.
Dori, I want to be alone.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
I'm sure you didn't.
Well, that's regrettable. But you can't get through to everyone. Here's 2 supplements and a sheet for your other friend. It's good to have you back, Dori.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey! Where's Will?
Did you not get your supplements?
Turns out they're alcoholic.
Oh. Does he need one of us to...
Here's a meditation guide.
I don't understand, Dori. The supplements are part of the experience. You don't want to ruin Ruth's first meditation.
Oh my god, nothing's getting ruined. Give her yours if you care so much.
Okay. Ruth?
Sure. Thanks.
Excuse me, young man. Dori's friend? About the supplement. I certainly didn't mean to upset you so badly. I would hate for you to get the wrong impression on your first day.
Is there something I can help you with?
I want to make sure you know it's not about exclusion. It's about unity. And I truly think you still ought to try meditation. Before you know it, you won't need to limit yourself because your soul will be healed.
Okay. I've heard enough. Leave me alone.
Suit yourself. But nobody who tries supplement meditations has experienced any repercussions.
Before I knew it, I was walking away from the village. And while I wished more than anything to be leaving for good, I didn't. Because that meant showing my two best friends that I was the odd one out. The one who didn't want to get better. Who couldn't join the world the way they both wanted to so badly.
Will? What are you doing here? I thought you were all done at the meditation.
I couldn't participate. Sorry to intrude. I'll only be upstairs if that's all right.
Nonsense. What's the matter? What happened? Well, never mind. Since you're back, I could use some help with dinner if you're up for it.
Sure. What do you need?
You chop the vegetables, and I suppose I'll rack my brain for some old Dorian stories.
As it happens, I warmed up to Paulette quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming out to today's program. If you're ready to get started, please hold up your supplement. Just about everyone. Ellen, could you get us one in the second row, please?
We'll make that 2, please.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Now, if you're using a guide, just keep it in hand, but prioritize going where your spirit takes you. You never know what you might learn. Otherwise, feel free to use your personal method, whatever that may be. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dori? Shh.
Everyone, you may begin.
This is my apology to you. You have wanted to be faithful, and I became distracted. I have hindered you, my spirit, and drifted toward temptation. It is you that keep me from loneliness and disgrace. And if we are to be two sharing one life, I owe it to you to repent and recognize. I must remember our path. I am here to listen to what you need.
If your mind wanders, go with it. Embrace the warmth bubbling up inside you.
You are so lucky, Dorian. You don't have to suffer or be afraid, ever.
And I wasn't.
You'd have to study your faith hard. You wouldn't get to be like everybody else.
I didn't want to be. Sometimes I can already feel the water. Dori.
You're my special little boy.
Dori.
You're special, Dori, so I'll make an exception.
No, don't think about him right now. Focus.
Let's practice praying. When you pray, you're trying to have a conversation with yourself. You're either going to be listening or speaking. It'll get easier to know which you need as you get older, but for now, let's just try listening. I wrote these words for you, Dorian. You can't let me down. Don't you want to make me proud? Don't you want to stay my special, lovely little...
I repent. And recommit myself. And recommit myself.
I have chosen to live and die by the tenets of my faith. It was the duty of my family to discover the truth. It is my duty to lead us all to our reward.
Hello?
I apologize to you, my spirit, because through you
I have to get back to them.
I can become something new.
Hey, that was kind of amazing.
Did you go through yours?
25 minutes have passed. If you've not begun to already, it's time to think about returning.
Yeah, it was... God, sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions that... It was really nice. I had some realizations.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? Now, wait until you learn formal prayer. There are all kinds of focusing techniques to get you really untethered. You can spend hours just exploring, learning, healing. It's addictive.
For those interested, I will be hosting a session in the Black Room at 7:30 tonight. See me for more details.
What's the Black Room?
You're not ready for that. Come on. We have to go find Will.
Oh, guess you're right. It was really nice to meet you, Zoe.
Oh, you too. I hope we'll see you back again soon, Ruth. You're a natural.
Hey, did something happen?
What are you talking about?
Even before the whole thing, you and Will were acting weird with each other.
Oh. Yeah, Will... I don't know. He and I... Yes, I guess something happened. I just have a lot on my mind right now.
Oh.
Dorian, Ruth, is that you?
Most of us. Your son's come back without his vocal cords.
Dorian? What's wrong, sweetie?
It's just hitting me about my uncle. Mama, can we talk outside?
Of course.
Hey, how'd that go?
Good. But I heard you had an awful time. And also, I kind of heard...
Oh, hello. I was looking for Paulette.
Ouch, first name treatment. She went outside with Dori.
I should have guessed. She's never here.
Margaret, wait. Is everything okay?
No. Why? Would you two want to help me?
What do you mean, cold?
I mean, I felt cold. That has never happened to me while praying before. I got this really bad feeling.
That's guilt, honey. You've never had to do a serious atonement before.
I know what guilt feels like, Mama. This was scary. What's wrong with me?
Dorian,
Please, really listen. Don't just say it's school and yank me back until the new ceremony. I like it at school. It's something else. It's
Listen to me carefully. You did the right thing telling me, but right now we are all in an extremely delicate position. You've brought two outsiders here who could turn non-believer quicker than a snap. We will address this before you leave, but for now, set it all aside. Can you play your part?
Yes.
Then let's go back in.
Hey, we're learning to weave baskets.
I told you the one in the shed was about to snap, Mama. It almost broke my wrist.
There we are, then.
Somehow I did it. I lasted until morning, pretending everything was normal until I could pretend to sleep. By that point, Ruth was the only thing holding it all together.
I I haven't hauled wood in years. I forgot how much it was like a puzzle. Your dad said I can make real tight stacks. God, what am I even going to college for?
Vaguely helpful qualifications.
A short buffer against the start of real life?
Ha ha. But really, what if I like this way better?
Who's that?
Oh,
Good morning, Dorian. Is it finally my privilege to meet your school friends?
hello, Ned. Yes.
Ned. As in the pastor?
Not even close to the term I'd use. Just a leader.
Right. Sorry. My name's Ruth. Thanks for letting us visit your community. It's beautiful.
Isn't it? It's all thanks to the fine folks who work day in and day out to reap superb fruits from a charred earth.
Was it my mother you wanted, Ned? I can go fetch her if you want.
No need. We've already spoken. She let me know how you were feeling about Uncle Woodrow, and I'm here to take you for a visit.
Right now?
These things don't work on much of a schedule, I'm afraid. Can your friends manage without you for the morning?
We could come with you if you want.
That's real nice of you.
Will.
That's real nice of you, Will. But this is a family matter.
Yeah, I have to do this alone. Enjoy yourselves, okay? I'll be back soon. Where are we really going?
I wouldn't lie, Dori. We've got family passing on.
We do? Who? Ned?
All in good time. Evelyn, I'd appreciate a simple drop-off. You can join Maxine in her new responsibilities.
Of course.
Why? What are they doing?
The only thing that matters these days. Keeping you safe.
How is that different from what they were already doing?
We'll be doing it less directly from now on. If you need something, we'll expect you to call. Maxine and I are more necessary here performing interrogations.
We've uncovered more non-believers in our ranks. You must have noticed that Sandra has been missing.
She wasn't...
Upsetting, isn't it? Keep that in mind. I'll radio you when you're needed again. We may be a while.
Yes, Ned.
Whose house is this?
Woodrow Hills.
Woodrow Hill? I thought you were just using a name back there. I didn't know he was still alive.
He's been sick for many years. We chose not to address the rumors as his condition declined. The transition of the church to my hands went smoothly enough that there was no outcry for his return, so we've kept him in peace as long as we could. And now that he's nearing the end, he wants to go quietly. But he knows who you are. Are you ready to meet him?
The founder? Of course, but Of course.
You don't build your faith with studies. You build your faith with test. After you.
Should I take my shoes off?
Hello?
This way.
He must have been 90, withered and propped up on pillows in a tall bed. The man who changed the world was hooked up to only one machine, which helped him breathe. Everything else was clearly just about making him comfortable.
Well, this is a very welcome surprise.
Hello, Mr. Hill. I'm Dorian.
Remarkable. Remarkable. It's you yourself. And Ned, welcome. Come in, please.
Good morning, Woodrow. I brought you your key to paradise.
So you have. I am quite humbled.
You're humbled? I'm meeting Woodrow Hill. I'm meeting history.
And I am meeting the future.
May I pull up a chair?
Yes, sit. We have plenty to talk about. Would you be very kind and pour me some water? There's a pitcher by the window.
Of course.
Please, Woodrow, allow me. You know, I thought it was time you two finally meet.
You must be talking to Samantha. She won't tell me how I'm doing anymore. but I imagine all the right people know. Well, what a parting gift, I must say. The proof of my convictions, pausing their work for a moment to tell me I was right. Tell me, Dorian, I've always wondered, which is your favorite prayer?
Probably for the downtrodden.
I ask myself, shall I try again? And the answer was always, only if you are certain. Your mother's writings are a gift to this church.
Oh, she'd die to know you read them. You should hear the ones she throws away. She only likes the ones you can use from multiple angles. She says prayer is best when you can come back to it your whole life and keep finding some new way of hearing it.
Most useful things are that way. But you're mistaken. I've spoken with Paulette many times.
You did? She never mentioned that.
Understand, Miss Dori, that this here is a tightly kept secret. You knowing makes 8 people in total.
Including me.
Why don't you want them to know you're alive? I think you'd want to spend every minute possible with the people who love you.
Expectation can be a burden. I lived in the spotlight for most of my life, drawing people in, building most of this village by hand. By the time my lungs grew sick of me, I was more content to pass the torch and live out my days, hearing my own legend.
And, of course, preparing to reach paradise.
Body healed, eternity in my prime. It's the only fitting reward for what I went through to get here.
Did you ever think it would get this far?
But you must know by now, Dorian. The curious thing about loyalty is how it repays faith given. That first generation, when I truly felt their trust, I knew that I would never let them down. Even after I'm gone, you'll all remember. I built the mirror that gave life purpose.
Are you scared at all?
Why should I be? Your day is on the horizon. Soon, all will join me again in a better home. Together, we'll learn what it is to be perfect. All thanks to me and you.
Right. My day.
Dorian, why don't you tell Woodrow some of the things you've done to demonstrate your worthiness?
Oh, sure. I knew from my first day of school. Insisted, even. And I didn't back down until everybody saw I meant it. Mama and Daddy pulled me back out straight away, and I started homeschooling. With tutors, with Ned. I know every prayer by heart.
I would expect nothing less.
Dorian is being too modest. He hasn't mentioned the strict guidelines on nourishment, personal life, spiritual study. While when he was young, we used to put him through more rigorous trials than we do today. Barely 10 years old, we'd have him in one of Harriet's rooms all day long, and when we'd pull him out, he could tell us such stories of the bridge he wandered and all those thousands of doorways just waiting to be opened.
I'd forgotten that.
Coming out with details you could not have known. Things we could corroborate, mind you, with your text, Woodrow. Books the kid had never even touched before.
My prophesied one. Our savior. You are exactly who I hoped you would be.
A hero who chose this. It's what he always wanted to.
You are a very good kid, Dorian. I'm glad I got to meet you in this life.
Well, I'm sure you...
Thank you very much, Woodrow.
Thank you, Ned, for your gift.
You just take that rest now. You've got somewhere else to be.
Paradise. Hopefully we are the last to make it there the hard way.
Wait, but...
Now, Dorian. This is what he wanted.
We sat together under a tree in the yard that used to be Woodrow Hills. I didn't know how to make sense of what had happened in there. For all the time I'd spent thinking about death and how it would feel, I'd never actually seen it. Someone who I'd met was gone now. On to a place that I and everyone else had only ever guessed at. And he'd held my hand and asked me to follow him.
Dorian, what are you thinking?
I have no idea. These are the real lessons, aren't they? Why did you keep me from them?
Because you never needed reminding of what was at stake before.
Well, why did you say all those things in there? It was like you were trying to prove a point by rubbing my face in it.
Dorian, I was comforting a dying man. A man to whom we both owe everything. Are you saying you don't feel confident? Have you changed?
It's other things that keep changing, not me. First, I was getting my ceremony, then it was pushed back. I wasn't supposed to go to college, but then I was, and now maybe I'm not again. I thought the whole point of me leaving was that I was supposed to make friends and look normal. Now me doing exactly that is getting people all worked up. I know how we got here, but... Ned, would anybody really have noticed if I never left home? Why am I getting pushed in so many directions now? Where is all this pressure coming from?
This is the exact road I didn't want you going down. I said it before you left, remember? You have the strongest faith of anybody I've ever met. But that which is purest is also easiest to bruise, which means your job is getting tougher, and we can't protect you from everything.
When's his funeral?
There won't be one. He's gone on.
So, what do I do?
Have faith. Didn't I trust you not to stray when I gave you my blessing to head out into this wicked world?
Yes, you did, but it isn't
so
wicked.
Have faith in me in return, Dorian. And if you can't have faith in me, have faith in your people. Have faith in Woodrow, who believes so damn hard he was able to go at the exact moment he was ready. Wasn't that a miracle?
It was.
And that's the power we give each other when we remain united. But you have to make the choice to be with us. Or else you better quit now. If you're having doubts, then you're spitting on Woodrow's memory, and I will not abide that weakness. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
And we will never speak of this again.
Ned, I've got something else I'm not sure I should say.
Dori.
You brought up that spiritual training I used to do, where I'd go in for prayer and come out with all sorts of new knowledge. I didn't remember it, but now I do, and, Mama put those words in me. I don't remember what I would do all day in those empty rooms, but I remember her saying how impressed people would be if I showed it was working. So, she told me what to say.
I know.
What? How do you know? I didn't even know.
What you must understand, Dorian, is that part of raising a chosen one is creating an environment where they will reach their utmost potential.
You and Mama have held back so many secrets.
However you learned about the Bridge of Doorways, it is your destiny. Everything this church has shown you about yourself, your faith, it is true.
So now, it's just one final decision.
I'm glad you understand.
It's been so nice to see the friends Dori's making at school. That place must not be so bad as we thought.
Not terrible, no. Thanks for sharing your house. Margaret, it was cool hanging out with you.
Oh, I hope you'll come back soon.
I would really like to. I'll see you again, kid.
Consider an open invitation fully extended, my dear. We've loved meeting you. You are always, always welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, and you too, Will, dear. Anytime you might want to visit.
Thank you, Paulette.
Dori won't be glad you're taking shotgun. Bye, Yuri.
Next time, you can see the greenhouse.
Oh, can't wait. Oh, and here's herself now.
Where's Will?
He did not have a good time.
Who can blame him? Thank goodness you did, though. Really. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot.
What?
Can you help me with something? Just real quick.
What? Aren't we ready to go?
Well, I'm trying to be more studious, so I packed some books. The bag was too heavy, though. I left it upstairs.
Leave Will. I can help.
No, Daddy. Will's a book guy. It'll make him happy, won't it?
Overjoyed. Lead the way.
I lied to get you up here.
Are we going to do this now?
You're angry.
No. No. It's just that I've already had this argument with you 5 times in my head since you got back, so I'm kind of keyed up. I know I put you in a bad spot yesterday, but why did you ice me out?
I panicked. First, can you forgive me for how I treated you? You holding that book and reading was one of the nicest things I've ever felt.
Of course I forgive you. Do you mean that?
I'm the only honest one in my family. They told me to behave one way while they've been living another. I trusted them more than I should have. I've always put my family first on faith, but they've shown me that everyone keeps secrets. I want one too. You. You could be my one secret.
You mean?
I mean, you could kiss me right now, and no one would know.
Is that what you want?
Yes.
Really? I thought you...
Will, yes. For a long time, I've wanted... I was scared.
This actually isn't a very secret place. We have to get back outside.
Okay. But don't forget this. I can't wait to hear what other poems you think are about me. With nobody left to keep tabs on me at college, it was possible I was about to be free for the first time in my life. And my family would just have to respect that I was going to have one thing for myself. And then, when it was time, as I had promised, I would perform their ceremony and change the world. But until then, I'd appreciate my own piece of this one. The Pit Below Paradise is a Neon Inkwell podcast, distributed by Rusty Quill and licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 international license. The series is written and created by J. Evelyn Gaskell and directed by Micah Rodriguez and Stephanie Resendes. This episode was edited by Lowry Ann Davis, Nico Vitesse, Tessa Vroom, Meg McKellar, and Catherine Ranella, with music from Sam Jones. It featured Ian R.Q. Slater as Dorian, Phi Nelson as Will, Victoria Cheng as Ruth, Isabel Kruse as Paulette, K.T. Tomas as Ned, Lisa Stanley as Evelyn, Lisa Pengov as Maxine, and Tori Thomson as Margaret. A full list of performance credits is available in the show notes. Neon Inkwell is produced by April Sumner, with executive producer Alexander J. Newall and showrunner Elizabeth Moffatt. To subscribe, view associated materials, or join our Patreon, visit rustyquill.com. Rate and review us online. Tweet us at TheRustyQuill, visit us on Facebook, or email us at mail@rustyquill.com. Thanks for listening.